Hi everyone, it's Gary Nicholson here for the Mountain Weather Information Service. This is your Planning Outlook video updated on Tuesday the 7th of November. And the overall theme looks a chilly one over the next week to 10 days or so, with the prevailing wind flow coming round from the northwest and some colder northerly air getting in there at times as well. The upcoming weekend once again looks like a taste of winter is on the way as temperatures fall down below freezing on the higher tops, freezing levels down to say 600 or 700 metres, and some snow showers with accumulations on many of the higher mountains. We'll just start with a quick look at the next couple of days, and we've got a warm front moving in from the Atlantic during Wednesday, producing lowering cloud across the western coastal mountains of Scotland and some rain turning up and setting in as the day goes on. Initially some snow in that as it runs into the chilly air, but milder air that follows in will see freezing levels lift above the summits and temperatures by the end of the day after dark maybe around 5 or 6 degrees on some of the Munros. Bit of a tricky day for Thursday. Various fronts moving their way eastwards across the country, and exactly where these fronts lie will then dictate who hangs on to the lowest of the cloud and the most persistent drizzly rain, which looks as though it's focused for a time across the Pennines and Wales, with brighter skies just developing across northern parts of England and across into Scotland as well as that front clears southeastwards. Some showers though in the northwestern side of the Highlands, strong westerly flow here, maybe touching gale force on far northern tops. The best of the weather looks like it's across the central and eastern Scottish Highlands for highest cloud breaks, and generally a dry picture. And your freezing level across the Highlands somewhere around 1,000 to 1,200 metres. Friday looks a colder day, around 800 to 1,000 metres the freezing level across Scotland, lowest towards the north, and a strong westerly flow could well be gale force for a good part of the day across the Highlands, so be aware of that severe wind chill factor. You could be feeling like minus 15 to minus 20 in direct exposure, with air temperatures a couple of degrees or so below freezing on the higher Munros. Some showers in there as well, most frequent across the western and northwestern Highlands, some snow and hail rattling in from the west, but fewer showers making their way eastwards across the Highlands. Across England and Wales, just some uncertainty on the clearance of previous fronts, but looks a reasonable day with just a few showers coming in from the west and the winds not quite as strong as in Scotland. Just watching for this frontal system coming in from the Atlantic as to how soon any further rain comes back in. It may well just deteriorate late in the day across western mountains, almost anywhere from Mull southwards. It looks as though the focus of that rain may just edge in by Friday night. So we said that Friday was a colder day. Let's have a look at the temperatures just dropping away then. This is the 850 millibar chart, and this shows you temperatures that are proportional to around 4,500 to 5,000 feet in the atmosphere. We'll go through Friday and run into the weekend just to show the colder air that is then returning to us. And we'll see temperatures as we go through into Saturday dropping down to around minus 4, minus 5 on the higher tops around Ben Nevis and Cairngorm. As you go through Saturday into Sunday, that value just drops a little further. So at that sort of height, you might be down more to a minus 6. So your freezing levels throughout the weekend will be well down, but at their lowest around 500 or 600 metres across northern Scotland. There's the chart for Saturday, and a cold front will have sunk southwards overnight, and we're into that colder northwesterly air mass then. Those northwesterly winds could be 30-40 miles per hour or a bit stronger for a time, particularly across eastern parts of Scotland. And we've got some snow and hail showers as well coming in, most frequent across the northwestern Highlands, but bands of those running into the northern Cairngorms, areas around the Lecht. Those showers could well push even further inland if the flow is strong enough. So some accumulations on the mountains and snow falling to quite low levels, may well settle above 600 or 700 metres. So again, we're looking at a wintry picture into the weekend. It may well be that across England and Wales, once that front clears southwards, it's not a bad day with just a few bands of showers around Irish Sea coasts. Sticking with that northwesterly flow then into Sunday, again bands of showers coming down in that wind direction, always most frequent towards northwest Scotland across the northern side of the Cairngorms. That's where snow showers could really just feed in most of the way through the day. So some accumulations pretty widely down to again 600 metres, maybe falling to lower levels than that at times. And those shower bands hitting Snowdonia and giving some accumulations of snow on the higher tops, say above 700 or 800 metres, quite possibly there, and maybe something wintry over the Pennines on the higher ground, although anything accumulating may be very temporary. The strong wind then, again, will give that severe wind chill factor. In direct exposure on the Scottish Munros, you may well feel like minus 20. Monday looks as though it brings a change to somewhat milder air, at least for a time, coming in from the Atlantic as a warm front moves in. Some rain developing and freezing levels may well move back above the summits. Looks a windy picture with strong southwesterlies, may well be gale force pretty widely, particularly over the Scottish mountains. Just to finish with a quick look further ahead on the model charts, and things can change once we go more than a week down the line, but many indications still favour something coming round from the northwest, maybe milder westerly interludes at times, but that idea of almost more of the same, where we see some further snow showers coming round on northwesterly winds and wintry type conditions staying with us heading into mid-November. Stay up to date with the very latest then here at the Mountain Weather Information Service. You can follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and also on this YouTube channel as well. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.